Back here, I just created a video where I went shooting down on my actual phone, and I created this here where we're gonna actually go through the steps of setting up a TikTok, Instagram Reel, YouTube Short, the process I go through on the phone, how I use the software, the whole hashtag thing, everything you need to know to do it every day to have great success with marketing and pushing your stuff out there. This is the way to do it. It really is a slick process and I can get a lot done quickly. So let's jump into that right now. I'm just gonna show you on the phone. So I took a video right here. It's about a minute long. That's how I like to keep them, about a minute. I think a minute's good. I even try to make it less than a minute. So I've got it on my phone here. This is the little rhythm, create the video raw on our phone. Add it to CapCut, then take it to TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, and then we email the best to our list. First, you get the video like this, then we go over and we open up CapCut. Once you get CapCut opened up, now that we're on here, what we'll do is we'll just go to New Project, and then I'm gonna select that video on my phone. So here it is. I'm just gonna select it. It'll go to play. Okay, I'm gonna click Add, and then the first thing I press is this T button with the text. And the reason I do that is it'll show me where to trim the ends of my video off, because I'll go right to where the text starts and then we can trim it off. So I'm going to move this up a little bit. So we click text and then we're going to click this auto captions. And then I just leave all the settings just like they are here. And then I click start. And then it'll do this little loading phase. And then now you can see that the captions have been put down here. So as I scroll across here, you can see them appearing on the video right there. So what I do is I click on the actual video clip here and I just bring this end, because I want it to be as short as possible. I'm gonna click on this, like this is how I edit the text, okay? I'm gonna click on that, and then I'm gonna click on the text. It's gonna pop this up, and then I want to go to font first and click on that. And then you can choose a font that you like. I've been liking this Chunk 5. It'll probably change, but you can pick any of this text. And then what I do is I just go to Style. See down here it says Text, Stroke, Canvas, Shadow. What I want to do is first go to Text, and I zoom it up to where it looks pretty good like that. Okay, to where it looks even, and then I shorten it down to where it's about that size. Then I go to Stroke, and I bring the stroke all the way up, and I just leave it black. Again, this is all personal preference. I just find that this looks the best, okay? And then I go to Shadow, and on Shadow, I just click the little color wheel here. And then I like to use the blue. Again, personal preference, you can do whatever you want. But I do that, and then I turn the opacity all the way up, and that's all I do there. And then from here, I just click OK. So now what I want to do is I just want to go through the clip, and I want to make sure all the text is matching what I'm saying and the text looks okay, because sometimes it'll get stacked weird. And so I'm just going through here and looking, okay? Make sure it's all good. So far, so good. Okay. So far, so good. You just kind of look through this. See how there's just like one word on here? If I wanted to change that, I could just click on this, click Style, and then I want to turn this little button off. Remember I was talking about that earlier? That button there. If I don't turn that off, if I make an adjustment to this text, it'll adjust all the text. I just want to adjust this piece of text. Some people like to change certain things that are the main point, and they like to make it a different color. That's how they do that. But what I'll do is I'm going to scroll up, and I'm going to adjust this size so it's on a different line there, so it's stacked a little bit more evenly. And then click done, and then I'm going to keep scrolling. Just making sure that everything is spelled correctly. See how that's got like one on the bottom line there? So I'm going to click on that, click it again, go to Style, scroll up, and I'm just going to adjust the size like that. And then I want to small it down a little bit, because if you don't small it down a little bit, then it'll be too wide on the screen when we go to put it into Instagram Reels and stuff like that. So I'm going to click OK. Okay, there's another one. You know, and you really don't have to get too crazy like this. I mean, I do just because, if I can try to make it look a little better, I will. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like that's how it's gonna be. I mean, I guess we could do that. Again, this isn't that big of a deal. I'm also just kind of showing you what's possible here. And then you can keep scrolling over, and then if you need to ever cut it, you can always click on this, and you can click split right there. You can click on that split. All right, I'm covering it up and uncovering it. That's the split. And then let's keep going here. Okay, then at the end, CapCut always adds this little piece on the back that says CapCut on it. I just delete that. There we go. Now, you know, if this were too long at the end, you could always slide it off, because sometimes you'll be a little too, at the end you'll say something and it'll be too long or whatever. Let's say I wanted to clip this out. I'm just going to show you how you'd clip this out. So I'd take the white line to like right there, split, and go to here, split. Then I can click on that little piece and I can delete it out. There we go. And it made it perfectly 1 minute, because on YouTube Shorts, you can only do a minute as it stands right now. Okay. All right, so once I got my text on there the way I want, then the next thing I want to do is I want to click this back key here, and then I want to go to audio, because now it's time to put the audio on this. Okay. So then I click on sounds right here, and then I just go up to trending. But then you'd have all the sounds on here that these are all trending on TikTok and the different short form stuff. So I'm going to look for one that's about a minute, okay? I try to get ones without words. I'll just use this one, okay? So, okay, once you choose it, it's kind of loud. You can pause it. You can even save it with the little star there. Add. Okay, so now it's down here at the bottom. You see that? It's going to be too loud, so you can't even hear me. So I'm going to click on it, click on volume right here, and then I like to run it about 7 or 8. Okay?
When it goes to creating
perfect.
Or when you're going to do some video marketing and you're going to put it in a sequence using email automation.
So I use it, like I said, about 7. Sometimes I got to go a little bit more or less, just depending on how loud the song is. But then I scroll to the end. Okay, because this song's longer than my clip, so I scroll to the end here, and I click the split key, so split. Then it's selected. I could have that selected or this selected. This is the piece I don't want, so I'm going to click delete. Now it's gone. Okay, so there's my clip.
When it goes to creating email automations, or
okay, so now I want to just export. So I'm going to come up here and just hit the export, and now it's exporting. Okay, it goes pretty fast. Now, once you get the hang of this, man, you can really produce a lot of these quickly. Like, I like to try to get, my goal is like 7 a day. So yeah, so there it is. It's exported onto here. So now we need to go upload this to TikTok. So now I'm going to go to TikTok, and what I'm going to do is go to profile. Okay, I'm going to press this button right here to add it. Boom. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go click right here, and then here's this TikTok that we just created. All right, so I'm going to click next, and then I like to click this filter button. It's this one right here. Okay, and I like to use this dim one for some reason. I just like the way it looks, and you can adjust how intense it is right here. I think it comes preset at like 80 or something. And then I'm going to click next, and then up here, okay, we'll come in here and we'll select a cover. All right. So it kind of does like this looping effect. I try to find something that where I'm not looking like a complete goober or something like that. Then I like to use these little things here and talk about what I'm saying in the actual video, like kind of like a headline on top of a video clip looking thing, right? So people can look at my profile and they can see the different clips, and they can see kind of like, whoa, what's this about, just right off the bat. So I just do that, and then you can I always kind of cover the words, and then you just come up here and you click, and this is important here. So here you want to just describe what your post is about, and then we want to put our hashtags in there. Now what I have done is I have in my notepad on my phone, I have saved a bunch of hashtags. Now, There's a lot of different things about hashtags. You just want to find about 5 to 7 hashtags, maybe a few more, that are ultra relevant to what you're talking about. I always talk about the same thing. I'm always talking about online business, email marketing. I can use a lot of the same hashtags, but you want to, when you're looking at these hashtags, when you go to put one in, like if I were to go hashtag email marketing, I could put, okay. So if I do that, you'll see all of these. You can see how many times these are getting used over here. So email marketing tips. So I could do that one and click on it, and I add that up here. So I like to add 5 to 7 of those. Click down away from that, and then we're gonna post it. It's posting it up here. You can see up here in the corner, it's loading. Now it's loaded up. So this is, again, the process. So we did raw video on our phone, went into CapCut with it, took it into CapCut, put our captions on it, like, move this up, put our captions on it. We changed the background music and we trimmed it up a little bit, and now we just added it to TikTok. Now we need to go add it to Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts. We'll go into Instagram Reel or Instagram, and I'm gonna come up here. Now see, this one has the little TikTok logo on it. So this is the original one that we added to TikTok. Then TikTok, once I added it to it, it adds a version to my phone, the TikTok version, and it's got the little TikTok logo in there. I don't want to add that TikTok logo version to Instagram. I want to use the original raw one that we made. And then I click next. And then I go up here to these little stars and I put a little filter on it. And I've been saving filters using this button right here. You can save filters. So I've got some saved. I just click on my saved ones, and I like this. If you want one that I really like, you can find your own too, but I really like this Vinci or whatever. And then next. And then here, I'm gonna just write what it's about. And then I have this shared to my Facebook, so I click that little button. And then I just come down here and click share. Okay, and then as soon as it gets done posting, there it is. And then what I do, I then click on it. And then I press this little share. And then I share it to my story. And I adjust it where it fits in this box pretty good, just like that. And then I add it to my story, okay? And then done. So now we've got it on Instagram. We're gonna go put it over here at YouTube. And then once I get to YouTube, I click this little plus down here and then create short. And then I go over here and I click the little add. I go to this one here. This is the TikTok logo one. This one is not. So I click on that one. Then I just click done. Once I click that done button, it comes here, and I want to click the white button here. And I'm looking at the whole thing here. And down here, the filters. And then you'll kind of get used to your own filter choices. I usually choose the same ones all the time to try to keep a theme going, but you can choose those filters down here. And then we click next. Then we get to add our captions here, and then you can add 3 hashtags with this. So then you click done and upload short. And then it'll show that it's uploading right down here in that little blue upload thing. See that? Okay, and then that thing is uploaded. All right, so that's the little process that I go through, put up my shorts, and I suggest that you do the same. It's been very profitable.